Hi friends, this is Monica and today I'm going to talk about my acrylic Artisto paint pen markers. I did a video with them earlier, but now it has been several weeks that I've had a chance to play with them, so I will share my updated experience. Also, I got a bunch of questions on them, so I will share answers to those questions in this video. So here are my markers and I love these colors, so I'll also do a demo for them and let's see how they go. So what I have here is a set of medium tip pens, which means that they have a width of 2 to 3 millimeter. Let me show you how it feels like. This is the width of the tip. Artisto does have a fine tip and an extra fine tip pen as well. And you know, when they arrive, they are all, the tip is all white. So you have to prime them a little bit. So this tip will be all white when they first arrive. So you have to prime them a little bit, which means that you have to push them against a hard surface for a couple of minutes, maybe, 2 to 3 minutes. But you will start seeing the ink or the paint basically start flowing into the nib, but you may need to do it for a couple of minutes for the paint to get to the tip of it before you can start using it. So that I had covered in my previous tutorial. You may also need to shake it a little bit. Keep in mind that shaking could splatter the ink, which is not what you want, so do it sparingly. Also, when you are priming it, or even after it has primed and you have started using it, take care to not just push and hold. Don't do this, because if you do this, if you push and hold, the paint kind of pulls up here, and then it's very messy. It's very hard to fix that. So you can push it again and again, but don't just push and hold. So that is something you do want to keep in mind. Now you see here, the set that I have is a set of 30 colors, and you can see the colors here. They're very bright and pretty colors, and I'll show you in a bit. They're very rich. They have a very rich hue. One thing that stood out for me was when they are saying they have a white and an extra white. Honestly, I did not really see much difference between them. So these are the whites. There is one little bit different, but I think that is what they're calling as pale yellow. So let me see if you can see it here. Yeah. So, I don't really see a huge bunch of difference between the white and an extra white. So I'm just counting them as 2 white. So which works for me. I really need a lot of white. So this is totally fine. The cool thing about it is that it has a gray and a silver color. So let me show you that one. That is one of my favorite colors. This is what golden hue looks like. Let me see if you can see it here. It does have a little bit of a shine, a glitter to it. And similarly, this is the silver. You can see on the tip itself, it's how much shine and glitter it has. It's very, very beautiful color, and I love them. Another thing I did want you to mention is they don't really blend very well. So let me show you what I mean. So this is one, and if I try to blend them, they'll just glide over it. It's very hard to blend them, so they don't really blend. And you see here it says water-based. I tried blending with the water, but even that doesn't work. So let me show you what it means. So you see here, they're water based, but they are not really like a watercolor or really an acrylic. Even though they are acrylic paint markers, they don't really work with water like the way acrylic paint does. So when they say here water based, they basically mean that they are very fast drying, and you can see it here, just in a couple of minutes it will dry out. Right now it is blending just in 2 minutes. If I wait here for a couple of minutes, it won't smudge anymore. You see the difference here? So they are very fast drying. That's what they mean when they say it's a water base. It is not water, it is water resistant, which means that it doesn't really blend with water. So it is water resistant. It will repel water. It will not really blend with water, but they're water based just means that they are very fast drying. The other thing I wanted to mention is, like, you see here how the color has separated from the water. This is what happens if you don't use them for a while. So right now if I try to use this, it's not gonna, oh, this one is working very well, but a couple of them have actually dried and they don't work very well. This one is also working very well. Let me see if I can find something that has dried up. You see, most of them work very well. So I bought this set like 6 months ago and have not been using them a whole lot. So, you know, most of the colors are still very vibrant. They are flowing very well, but just a couple of them have dried and I need to find out one that has dried. Okay, here's one I found that has dried. So actually, let me take a minute to point out that out of about 30 or so colors, just 1 or 2 have really dried up, and this is when I have not been using them in about 5 to 6 months that I have bought them in. So most of them are still working very nicely, and the paint flows very nicely, but this one, let's see, this one has dried up. So there is a possibility that some may dry up, and you know, I'm gonna prime them a little bit more and see if it starts working. I will shake that as well. You see, color has separated from the water in these as well. It has separated in other ones as well, but if I just shake them a little bit, it will all get mixed up again very nicely. And you know, this one had not dried up, so this is fine. Let me see if this one, if I can make it work. Try to open them. Yeah, so this one is not working, and I am going to separate them out so that I don't get frustrated with the lack of this color. But almost all other colors that I have, they are still very vibrant, flowing. Oh, this one is also. Here's another one that I found that has dried up a little bit. It's still working, and you know, if I, let me show you here, if I just press and hold, you will see here that the paint is kind of starting to pool up. So this is the, you know, you have to be careful that you know, when you are priming, you have to be very careful so that it doesn't start pooling up, but it happens very occasionally, so I don't think this is really a problem much. And I think that it's probably, in this case, is just a matter of that the ink had started to dry up a little bit. But out of the 30 or so colors that I have, really just 1 or 2, or actually maybe 3 had started to dry up a little bit. So something that I wanted to point out, but most of them are like still flowing very beautifully, and you see the colors are so bright and pretty. The other thing I wanted to point out is the you know, the number of surfaces, the wide variety of surfaces on which this works. I have not tried on every surface, but I did try on glass, paper and canvas, and I'll show you a little bit of a sample here. They did mention to not put it on anything so that could come in contact with food, so be mindful of that. Don't, even if you have to put it on ceramic or glass, just do it on the outside. And they have also given instructions on to, you know, bake it so that it becomes permanent. You can also apply a sealant over it to make it permanent instead of baking it. So I'm not really interested in baking. I really just wanted to use in simple art projects, decorative, like something to complement my paintings. And let me show you a little sample. So here are some of my projects on which I have used these markers with stencil, and I love how the colors pop up so nicely. I will be creating a video showing a demonstration of how to create this card, so subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So as I said, I'm not really interested in baking, so I just want to use them for paper and canvas projects. So let me just show you a quick demonstration of a quick and easy, simple, colorful project. The other thing I wanted to mention is that while storing them, store them like heads down, like the tip should be downwards, because otherwise the paint will kind of flow backwards and the nib will dry up. So that is one possibility, that a couple of mine that have dried up, they may have dried up because of that. So now I've started paying attention to really storing them tip facing down. So make sure to do that in order to ensure their longevity. And now I'm going to use a project. I'm going to create a project, and this is just a very simple stencil, and my intent here is to just try out different colors. So this is not going to be an art project, but it will allow me to check out the different colors and see how it looks like. So let me secure this with a tape first so it doesn't move. Okay, so now I'm ready, and as you see here, I'm using this stencil, but you can use even without a stencil. This is a great way to test out the markers or colors or any new colors. Really just create a simple pattern, repetitive pattern, and use different colors. So I could even just create, let's say, triangles here and just lay colors. Oh, you can't see it here. Let me do it here. I could create like a triangle here, a triangular pattern, repetitive pattern. The key is to be able to have a repetitive pattern and use all the colors in the design to be able to see the difference between them, right? So you can create any pattern, any simple pattern to try out this video. So let me just speed up this video and color all this up and show you what the result will look like, and you will get a sense of how exactly these colors are. So you see here, I did repeat a couple of colors. There were, of course, I did not use white, but let me just show you how white would work. So, it shows up beautifully. It catches, it grabs onto the color that it is used on, but it works in a, it glides over the existing color, and so this is my updated review of Artistro paint pens. Give it a try and let me know how it goes for you.